What's going on, boys? I'm in Advantage and welcome to an NHL 22 video where in today's episode we are going to break down the recent reveal trailer for NHL 22. It feels amazing to finally be able to say that. We have a lot of cool details that we're going to point out that you might have missed when you first watched the trailer. So let's go ahead and dive into it without any further ado. So starting off, we can see right here that it's going to be powered by the Frostbite engine. Again, this is definitely going to be probably the biggest change that we've seen in NHL as far as look and feel goes for quite some time. So this is huge news. If you haven't heard this already, this is definitely going to look and feel a lot different, and we'll probably get our hands on that here roughly around August 26th. That's the estimated time for the beta. And it just sounds so smooth. I love the way it looks too. Austin Matthews with the Muzzy, looks good. Nice little sauce from Draisaitl over McDavid. That might be also a new slide animation right there. You know, we've seen slides and we've seen them before. I feel like anytime you do a slide in NHL, it's a penalty half the time, and other times sometimes it goes right through you. So maybe this is a new slide animation. Again, that Frostbite engine might be extremely beneficial for us moving forward. Now, another thing I'm going to look at here, and again, I could be wrong, I could be over analyzing this, but that's the whole point of this video. But if you see where the stick check is there, I feel like anytime you did a poke in NHL 21 and you poked from behind the player like this, it was a penalty every time. So right here looks like no penalty. So that's good.
And yet sudden, because change is not about the next trend. It is about.
Okay, so we get our first look here at the Superstar X Factor. Now, in World of Chel, we've already had upgrades. It looks like this might be something similar, but it's also going to be coming not only to Hut, but also to Be a Pro mode, which is awesome. Looks like here, obviously it's Austin Matthews, so it's not Be a Pro. He already is a pro. So this is going to be something more along the lines of Hut that we're going to see, where then you could potentially get these X Factor packs, which are also available in the pre-order, where you can then upgrade your current roster. And depending on some of the attributes that you have, and we'll see that here a little bit later in the video, Superstar might be, it could really be anything. I mean, that could be maybe adding to wrist shot accuracy, to passing, and to maybe dangles, right? Something like that. So this one is shock and awe, right? So it looks like he has looks like it's a goalie mask almost. So I'm not really sure what that might be. But hey, either way, we know it's an upgrade nonetheless. We don't really have the details as it is at this very moment for what those look like as far as actual numbers go and details on what that changes. But overall, it's pretty cool to see that we're getting a new system in the game. So he does score a goal. So I'm thinking that shock and awe and with that Superstar that might be something, like I said, with shooting, which is pretty cool. A little bit of cool eye movement. See the kid with the deflections per usual. Let's look at his tape. I mean, even that alone, you can see the light reflection in it. I mean, it looks really good. It looks very realistic. So now let's go back here for 1 second. And what I want to show you guys is, again, I could be looking into this more, but see where he hits him and there's X's here. I'm assuming that this is going to be another X Factor capability. And they're probably just like in World of Chel right now. There's different traits you can add for everything. So whether it's hitting, whether it's defensive stick checking, whether it's passing, whether it's deking, whether it's dangles, acceleration, speed, you name it, right? There's different X factors for that. So if we see the hit right here by Ovechkin, there's an X that pops up. So that's probably for something along the lines of hitting. And the same goes for right here, right? Where he's dangling along the boards. Looks like he's kicking the puck to himself. So, you know, that could be something as far as puck handling and balance goes, right? Or maybe even offensive awareness. So it looks like those are maybe some X Factor teasers that are going to be available moving forward. Again, another X factor here for Vasilevsky. Looks like his is going to be, almost like a pretzel, honestly, but that, again, for goalie attributes, same thing goes, right? We discussed this already. I don't want to bore you guys to death on that, but needless to say, there's going to be X factors and it's going to be traits all across the board. And that's an absolutely sweet, sick, whatever you want to call it, save animation. We have not seen that before in any NHL, so I'm happy to see that here in 22. A little between the legs. So coming up right here, we have Austin Matthews with his beautiful muzzy about to take the shootout. I know the lighting is also a little bit different. That's kind of one of the first things I noticed in this video is it does look a little bit darker in the stadiums than it does right now in NHL. It's very bright, especially if you're playing in your room or wherever it is you're playing with the lights off. At nighttime, it's almost like just a white light. You're just seeing it come out of it. So maybe it'll be a little bit different. Again, it's just a trailer, so I completely understand that. But for the time being, you know, it looks great, and this trailer looks very realistic as well. The ice looks amazing there too. Beautiful goal. Again, there's that slide animation again, right? It looks a little bit different. It maybe actually come into good use here rather than actually just diving, taking out people, and giving up a penalty shot. Okay, so here we have Malkin skating in, and I know that if you press A or if you press X on PlayStation, you can kind of hold the puck away from you, but we haven't really seen much of the hand back. I mean, we've seen it in trailers. Again, I'm taking everything with a grain of salt because it is just simply a trailer, so sometimes there's things that look cool that are extremely hard or not even really in the game. But I'm gonna take EA's word for it here. We're gonna see if we can do this animation. This might be a little bit OP, quite frankly, but I do like the fact that you can skate with the puck, kind of protect it a little bit better than as you can right now. So it looks absolutely sweet too. And it just sounds great. Okay, right here, we got the new arena for the Kraken. Looks beautiful. The fans going absolutely wild. Looks like it's literally the same exact outdoor areas for chel, so it doesn't surprise me, but hey, that's all right. So I hope in this video today that you got some extra details that you may not have caught the first time around. It's like watching a movie, right? You watch it a couple different times, you pick up different things here and there. So that was my goal for this video, is to break that down and share that with you guys. Secondly, if you want some more information on the returning user bonus, some more of those X Factor packs, and what the pre-order and launch day details look like, go ahead and click this video right here. I break down all of it, and I hope it helps you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm In Advantage, and I'll see you next time.